I found there's two types of software. One that will attempt, in the best of all possible worlds, to mimic what I currently do in a paper environment. They'll try to replicate that in a digital environment and make it work. I think the thing that ETO offers, both its kind of the real power it offers and the scary part of it offers, is it forces me to re-look at how some of my business practices and how my social service practices are taking place in the environment. The attraction of that is, truthfully, is that I think the industry's changing. The philanthropic industry's changing. With hedge fund monies coming in like that, there's a real kind of ROI, the return on investment model, coming into the philanthropic world to see what people are getting. If they give $1, do they get $2 back of social change, or $3 or whatever the return is? And I think in terms of how I deliver services, or we deliver services, there's a measurement that has to be done. Are we providing societal change? Are we making the world better? I think there's a movement away from the clinical work that said you had to make just the individual better, or reduce symptomatology that focus on the negative. ETO allows you in some ways to focus on the positive by focusing on real outcomes that allow a person to get those kind of necessary skills to engage in the community. Because it's a Likert. We all engage in the community in different ways, and some are stronger in some and weaker in others, but some people fall too far down there. But it's a challenge. To use this software, you really have to look and monitor and question how you're doing things. We were sitting around talking about were there aha moments? Were there moments when ETO clicked for us? They were speaking from a conference we attended these past few days. And it was one because what happened is, for me, the software with the new efforts qualifiers shifted from being this thing I always knew it can do, but was harder to map out and figure out and teach people to, and we've been leaning towards it and sort of getting it together in our heads, where with these effort qualifiers, it all of a sudden became intuitive. The software moved to an intuitive point that moved to, here are the outcomes and here is how we do it. And then we look at, are these ways we're doing it, are they efficacious in meeting that desired end? And that is incredibly powerful, and it's a very intuitive, customizable, but customizable in a way that it doesn't get you so far afield. You can get it set and get it working. It's a very powerful tool. The software part's fairly straightforward to use, and but the intuitive nature of it, I'm excited about the potential of the future reports about that in terms of the work we do, how does it move towards the outcomes we've stated.